It is good. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and ranking each and every one of the invincibles that we have gotten thus far in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Now, I do want to preface this video by saying we are going to get at least at least what, 3 more content drops. The last content drop is probably going to be like CP3 Stockton, like a bunch of troll guys like we have seen in the past. But just know, probably content on Friday, then next Tuesday, and then Friday again. So we are going to see a few more end games. And obviously, guys, you can use this tier list to help with those. So if we do see a George Mirasan, you know he's going to be S tier. If you do see a guy like Chris Paul, you know he's going to be F tier. So hopefully this video can help out with you guys. And if you watch the whole thing, you'll know what I prefer, whether it's a 6'7" point guard or a 6'10" point guard, whether it's a 6'8" shooting guard or a 6'6" shooting guard like Kobe. All of those things are going to be resolved in this video today. Let's start off with Allen Iverson. Look, I'm sorry for everybody that grinded out for Allen Iverson. I do believe he's clutch time online. The card stinks, okay? And I'm sorry if you like Allen Iverson or if he's one of your favorite cards to use. He can be used in like offline modes, but if you're talking about online modes and you're using AI, you really need to take a look in the mirror and realize, okay, what am I really doing? Because AI is not good. F tier is where he belongs. Probably the worst overall card on this list. Ben Simmons, I'm throwing him into A tier. Now, you guys might be like, what, Ty? Ben Simmons isn't S tier. Not right now. He might possibly get moved into S tier, but S tier is the elite of the elite, okay? And I don't know if I can put Ben Simmons there because I think there are too many point guards that are Ben Simmons type level in my team. Next up, Bill Russell, D tier. And I'm going to explain why, okay? Remember, this is our end game ranking. So a guy like Bill Russell at 6'10" at the power forward center position isn't valuable. I'm sorry, a 6'10" power forward when Manu Yao Taco is in my team, it's just hard to wrap my head around him being above D tier. You can use him and have success with him. I do think D tier is where he belongs. Bobo, A tier as well. Bobo is absolutely elite. 7'2", massive player, but at the small forward position, I think there are 2 better small forwards in my team than him right now. Because of that, can't put him any higher than A tier. David Robinson, I'm going to go B tier with D-Rob. And I love D-Rob. So just because I've got D-Rob in B tier, don't think, oh, so D-Rob's not good. No, he's still absolutely elite. Again, I like basically all of the end games. It just comes down to when you're comparing D-Rob to some of the other power forwards, he's just a little undersized. And at 7'1", right? That's why Bill Russell is D tier. Just, I prefer other guys. Dirk, B tier. Again, the small forward position is loaded. Considering you can run both Wembys at this stage. You've got guys like Bobo. You got another guy I'll get to later on in this list. I just don't necessarily love Dirk. He's fine. You can use him because I don't think he is super expensive. But anything higher than B tier, I just think would be gassing the card too much. Dwayne Wade up next, D tier. Look, he's fine. He's undersized though. 6'4", undersized. D tier is where he belongs. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's a tough one. Do I think Giannis is better than Ben? No. I think it's really close though. I think they're like equal though. I don't know. I think you can go back and forth either way. I'm having good success with Ben Simmons right now. So maybe it's because he's new. Maybe it's because I do think he's smoother than Giannis. I don't know. I'm going to put both of them at A tier right now, though. Hakeem up next, C tier. I don't mind Hakeem. Again, when we're talking about the best of the best, though, he's only 7 feet at that power forward position. It's hard for me to put him any higher than a C tier. Jason Tatum up next. You guys can hate me. I'm going... I think he's a top 2 shooting guard in my team. He's A tier. I'm sorry. He's a top 2 shooting guard in my team. I don't make the rules. If you missed the Jason Tatum gameplay, make sure to go watch it. Release is so smooth. Not Jason Tatum. No. I got Jason Tatum mixed up with the other. I'm just going to go. Okay. The other guy is Scottie Pippen. Okay. Scottie Pippen is A tier. Jayson Tatum is B tier. Jayson Tatum's really good. Okay, Scottie Pippen is the guy I really want you guys to use. Scotty's got a better player model, player build, defends better, in my opinion, moves better than Jayson Tatum. Give me Scottie Pippen over JT every day of the week. Scottie Pippen A tier, Jayson Tatum B tier. That's where I do have things. I do like JT as well. Just player model, not as good. Jimmy Butler up next, 6'7", B tier, I think is where he belongs, maybe C tier. This stage, he's the same card as Luka. They are literally the exact same card. So wherever Luka is, that's where Jimmy's got to go. I'm going to go B tier right now. Joel Embiid, C tier. Look, Embiid as a level 40 card is fine. I mean, he's usable. He can play a role for you. Is he as good as D-Rob Dirk? Probably not. But he is still solid enough for my team. I don't love Joel Embiid. I'm sorry if you love Joel Embiid and he's starting center power forward, but I do not love the card. J.R. Smith up next, C tier. 6'6" at the point guard position. He's usable, he's fine. I feel like JR is to the point where he's kind of underrated in my team. But the problem is at 6'6", he can only be in a C tier. Kareem up next, and this one's tough. I think I've got to put Kareem at B tier, but I don't like putting him at B tier. The reason I don't like putting him at B tier is because I really love Kareem. And before last Friday's drop, he would be A tier, borderline S tier. Problem is, last Friday, we got Yao. We got Taco. We got KP. We got all of these giants. And so it's tough for me to really gas Kareem to this day. Cat up next, C tier. I can't tell you guys how much I wish Cat was higher on this list, but he's not. He's C tier. He's 7 feet tall. Gonna do what he needs to do, but he's just not great in my opinion. Kobe, C tier. Let's go to MJ, C tier. I mean, they're fine. They're endgame cards, so they're not bad. I do think MJ moves the best out of all of them if I had to pick one, but they're just only 6'6". I'm not going to sit here and gas them. They're not bad. They're just undersized. It's that simple. It is that easy. Kristaps Porzingis up next, A tier. I like him more than Bobo, especially with that, same position. He's just taller. Gives you a little more length on the court. I like KP. I have him on my squad right now. It comes down to this. Neither of them are the best small forward in my team or the best power forward in my team. They're both A tier, but not the best at either position. Larry Bird up next. Am I crazy to put Larry Bird at D tier? I don't think I am. I think D tier is where he belongs. 6'9" at the small forward position in this time, in this era, is not really what you're looking for. I'm not just trying to sit here and slander him. Like, you do what you guys want to do with Larry, but 6'9" at this stage, I don't really see I don't see the positives, right? Like, what is he really giving you on the court? Not too much. Big Bron up next, 6'9" at the point guard position. I think he's closer to these guys than Luka and Jimmy. I'm going to go A tier with Bron. And honestly, I'm just going to move these guys up. Okay, I think these guys are head and shoulders at the point guard position above anybody else. Magic Johnson, that's another tough one though. I'm going to put Magic at A tier. My personal preference is Magic is better than Bron, but I do think Ben and Giannis are better than Magic at the end of the day. I love Magic as much as anybody else, so you guys can't sit up here and be like, well, I love Magic. No, Magic is absolutely elite, but when it comes down to it, I think Giannis and Ben Simmons are just that little bit better. Yao Ming, S tier. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Taco Fall, I'm just going to skip to him, S tier. Your best power forward and center duo in my team. I mean, it's not even close, not even comparable. If you can get your hands on both Taco and Yao, you are set up for success. They're 7'6". They've got the best release in my team, or maybe not the best for a lot of people, but one of the quicker releases in the entire game. They run the game. They absolutely run the game. Moses Malone, I guess C tier. He's better than Larry, but I don't really see it with Moses. 6'10" at the small forward, just not great. Jokic, he's good. He's not as good as Ben Simmons or Giannis. He's A tier. A lot of people might disagree with that. His movement just is not as good. It's pretty easy in my opinion when it comes down to it. I do think Jokic belongs on that Magic and Bron type level. Next up, guys, PG. I think you can make the debate. PG is your best shooting guard in my team, and I personally think he is. But with that being said, I don't necessarily love any of the shooting guards, right? I think PG and Scotty are on that same type of level. But then, I mean, between him and like a Jayson Tatum, what's really that big of a difference between them? There's not much. So it is preference based, honestly. And if you want to run Magic at the shooting guard over a guy like Scotty or PG, again, I don't think there's much of a difference there. Rashard Lewis, I don't like 6'10" players as endgames right now. B tier. KD, not on this list, I don't think. Is there any other endgames I left off? KD, not on this list. He would be B tier as well. I do not love KD overall in my team. I don't know how I missed out on KD, but I guess he did. KD would be B tier as well. I don't hate him, just not great. Shaq up next is a fly just got in my face. I'm stunned. B tier for Shaq. He's fine, right? 7-1 at this stage just is not anything special, right? If you're 7-1 at this stage, okay, that's fine, that's cool. But is it anything special? No, it's really not. Steph Curry, D tier. More on the D tier level than F tier. AI is only on F tier, but just not great. Tim Duncan, D tier. Nah, he's B. It's tough. I'm going to throw him a D tier. I mean, the height, I've said it before. I think 7 feet, between 7 feet and 6'11", it's a big enough difference. I guess I'll throw him a D tier. I don't hate Tim Duncan or Bill Russell. They're just undersized. Victor Wembanyama, S tier. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. One of the best overall cards in my team. Your best 2 small forwards. Number 1 is Endgame Victor. Number 2 is Invincible Victor. So again, use whoever you prefer, but those are your top 2. Vince Carter, MJ, Kobe level, really solid. Just let's not get carried away. He is C tier. And then Wilt Chamberlain is B tier. I feel like this tier list overall was, and I'm not going to say it was super easy, but pretty self-explanatory, right? You've got your best 5 overall end games in S tier. A tier is that next level where, you know, I've got my top 2 shooting guards in PG and Scotty. I've got my next best point guards in Jokic, Magic, Bron. And then obviously Bobo and KP do belong there. And then B tier is it just, you know, goes down from there. But I need to know your guys' thoughts on the endgame tier list. At the end of the day, guys, endgames is all preference. They have the same SIGs, the same animations. I feel like they move a little bit different. So, I mean, that's kind of where I'm getting these rankings from. They move a little bit different. And the eye test is a little bit different. But it's most importantly just who you have the most success with. Again, left KD off the list. He would be at B tier. Anybody else I left off, I do apologize. Let me know your thoughts on the endgame tier list down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.